Hello, welcome to a new video. Probably wondering what the hell's happening behind me, and would you believe me if I told you that this is an optimal racing line? How'd I get to that conclusion? Well, let me tell you a story. I would like to tell you a story about San Andreas speedrunning, specifically ILs, which stand for individual levels. These are speedruns where people try to optimize one particular mission or one particular side activity. These runs are exciting because you can use riskier and crazier strats that you maybe couldn't use in a full run. You can put as much prep as you want into one mission. You can get all the crazy weapons, vehicles, get your character totally decked out with infinite sprint, fireproof, max HP, armor, all the works. So with this very short explanation, I would like to talk about a particular run, and it's a seemingly tame one. But to tell you that, we gotta go back in time.
Hello? I got a little job for you, pal.
They mess with me, they mess with the biggest boy in town!
Ah yes, the definitive edition. The remaster equivalent of a human going to the cheapest plastic surgeon in a third world country who operates on you with a rusty knife and fork. It's amazingly horrible. So after the initial playthrough and a few runs and laughing at the monstrosity, me and the game parted ways. I went back to playing the original version and I said to myself I'll revisit it at some point to see what's new. Fast forward to early 2024, I returned. Checking out the game, I noticed that the needle hasn't moved much, so I decided to make a route for a 100% speedrun. Why did I decide to do that?
Some people are born book smart, others are born crafty and street smart. You, I'm afraid, are neither.
I make bad choices. Okay, so I did 100%. Now I'm done, right? I made a mistake of clicking on the IL leaderboard and I saw that the leaderboard was mostly empty. So at that point I had another brilliant idea, second one in a row. What if I tried to set a record on every level? Now why would you do that?
Some people are born book smart, others are born crafty and street smart. You, I'm afraid, are neither.
So I went for it. Just for fun, I would try to take all 191 records. Couldn't really lose if there was no real competition. It did take a few months, but in the end, I got it done. But while I was progressing, one particular thing caught my attention. I can't put them objectively as like the best songs. Uh-oh. Is this new strat? New strat, guy? This happened on the race called Badlands A from the mission called Woozy Moo. It is a very basic race featuring mostly off-road driving. The only thing about it is that you get to pick your own car. So now let's go on the track and let me show you what I found. So this is the piece of landmass that will lead me to success. What's changed between the original version and the definitive version is that in the newer version it's a lot more smoothed out, leaving it as a much better launching pad than it ever did before. The jump, however, was not that smooth. Maybe it's a little too far. Okay, well... Dude. I know this is super copium, but it could work, right? my god, so close. Oh, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? What are we proving on a dead, empty leaderboard? Oh my god, I hate myself. So this was the jump. I spent hours trying to get something worthwhile, but nothing came of it. So I left it behind, saying to myself I'll revisit it at the end of the challenge. But as I was reaching the end, something happened. Rockstar decided to fix DE, as you can see by the extensive patch notes, and now the game is perfect. But the update actually changed a lot for speedrunning. Quite a lot of new glitches have been found, including a skip to the end of the game. It got me excited. Maybe I can do something new on that race. Maybe something is different. It wasn't. But then I remembered a really basic thing that probably everybody has already considered. Why don't you just get a faster car?
Some people are born book smart. Others are born crafty and street smart. You, I'm afraid, are neither.
So I switched to the Infernus, and let me tell you something. This thing flies. Jump is better as you fly further and have more speed. It's still heavily inconsistent, but at least now I felt like I had a chance. But it's just not that easy, huh? This jump happens about 25 to 30 seconds into a roughly 2-minute race. So that means I need to do a very tricky jump and then drive another 75% of a race without making a mistake. In my old record, I used the Bullet, which has a good mix of speed and handling, but the Infernus, it's not like that. It has one stat and one stat only, and that is speed. It doesn't take turns well and it doesn't take bumps well. The question was, could the early 2-second advantage hold till the very end? Let me show you the rest of the track to see what we're dealing with. Most of the track is pretty basic, even with a worse handling car. But two parts stick out. The road and the downhill segment. On the road segment, you need to avoid cars by trying to despawn them. You do that by flicking your camera sideways and then snapping it back to re-roll traffic. You might get unlucky and just spawn something in your way. The second part is the downhill segment, which is the most dangerous part of the track. The road is narrow and it has bumps and edges at the side. And you go back on the road, so traffic is a problem again. You have to either just risk it or blindly despawn and pray. It's difficult because you need to keep the speed for the last uphill segment. Alright, so this is ahead of me. It shouldn't take that long, right? So, while you have some B-roll footage in the background, I would like to mention the show Malcolm in the Middle. That was the clip that you saw before. Why am I bringing it up? Is it some sort of connection between the show and the run? No, not even remotely. I'm bringing it up because I am heavily influenced by the show. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. And when I started doing attempts, I decided that I will rewatch it. So by the time I was finished, I have watched in full 3 seasons of the show. I got a successful jump roughly once every 20 to 30 minutes. So that meant I had to focus 2 to 3 times per hour, and sometimes I made a jump just to crash in the first wall. Most of the attempts were not that exciting, and even the fails start getting repetitive. So for all my hours of playtime, there's very little footage worth showing. So instead, I'm gonna show you a few clips of the show.
Who wants to make $5?
How?
I need someone to take the fall.
Oh my God.
What did you do?
I can't tell you. Yes or no, no questions asked.
Oh my God!
Make it 10.
Done.
Oh my God!
You're a good son. I got him, honey! I got him, don't worry! You boys are in so much trouble! You've got to help me on this. I can't believe that you could be so thoughtless! We all screwed up really big this time. I have a good mind to use the belt on all 3 of you!
Why are you yelling at us?
Sorry isn't good enough, mister. I forgot your mom's birthday! No! No!
And then a monster started growling at me, so I threw rocks at him, and I killed him. And then he started flying around on rocket boots, and I got right inside his head. And now the monster's my friend, and we went to get Slurpees.
You did not. You're just lying.
Reese, if that's what Dewey says happened, there's no reason to argue about it.
No one believes I beat the last level of Mortal Kombat.
Because that's just ridiculous. No one beats Sub-Zero.
So yeah, the show's pretty damn great. Anyway, you're probably wondering about the run. Did I get it? Yeah, how was it? Let me show you. Run did just fine, but through the second half I started to lose the lead slowly, and as I reached the end of the downhill segment and started the uphill, I made a mistake and I drove a little bit too far to the left and my car went on two wheels, which caused me to lose a lot of speed. The old record was starting to catch up, but the lead just ended up being enough to hold till the end. I got a 1:51 in-game time and have beaten the old run by roughly 0.3 seconds. So yeah, felt pretty hollow, not gonna lie. 0.1 seconds saved per season watched. I could have moved on, but then I remembered the thing that Hal said.
You'll have to climb the ladder of achievement one rung at a time. You'll never reach the top if you don't start climbing. And when you reach the top, you realize that the journey never ends.
Excuse me? If you're at the top, how come the journey doesn't end?
Because at the top of the ladder, there's a car.
So yeah, I got back in my car and I decided I'm gonna go watch season 4 and get myself a 150 in-game time and then be done with it. So yeah, let's go to watching, playing, yeah.
Tigers! Where are they? They're not here. What a chip!
Man, I like this season.
That's what I mean. The one thing you were excited about, clothes.
That is so funny.
Maybe they're down here.
Or maybe they never were.
This one's a
And
classic.
they just put up the signs to build a sense of
Oh
disappointment.
no, poor Dewey.
Dewey!
Oh wait, what the fuck? It's already happening? So about 10 minutes after getting the last run, I got on another run. And I'm not gonna throw this one away, no matter how much I like the show. So I'm gonna leave you to watch this run in full. And as I made it towards the end, I knew that I was done, that this was gonna be a 150. It felt fast enough, but I was wrong. It was a 149, skipping the 150 and also getting a sub 2 minute RTA time with a 159.347.
I am done. Finally.
Oh yeah, and just in case you were wondering, Dewey and Malcolm got saved from the Tigers.
Superman isn't gonna fly in here and save us. In your face, goat! Who's laughing?
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
I thought this was supposed to be fun. Fun is for losers.